did. All right, congratulations. Been a rough stretch. You started out 2-1. You lost your last 5. What changed at practice that gave this effort tonight?
Yeah, I think in practice we came in, we knew what we had to work on, and we've worked hard the last few days. I think we brought the compete back that we had in the preseason, and I just think what we're bringing to practice is making us better in the games.
And I thought you really played a very aggressive first quarter, and the thought was, can they do that again and again and again? And you did.
Yeah, that's something we've been talking about for sure off the court, putting together 40 minutes. I think that's been our downfall in a lot of games. We've taken possessions off, 5-minute spurts off, but I think we talked about the full compete for the 40 minutes and coming out strong, and then once we came out strong, it was just how we can maintain that for the whole game.
I was just looking at your numbers. This was like a night off for you. You only played 35 minutes.
Yeah, it was nice to get a sub here and there.
To get a little extra. Were you looking for the ball there toward the end because you could just sense that 3 ball was falling tonight?
Yeah, I think I felt confident in my shot. Our offenses, I feel like we were getting through them, getting into the late clock, executing our offense. We were getting wide open shots.
So now it's on the road for 3. And a lot of travel.
Yeah, very exciting. I feel like with that win, the confidence going onto the road is just very high at the moment. I'm excited to see what we can do.
And you got 4 more games non-league before you start your league. What do you want to see in these next 4 games to get ready for the Northeast Conference?
I think just continuing to build on what we brought tonight. I think keeping on working on our defense and then offensively getting through our offense, getting good shots, and just continue to build on what we've got.
All right. Congratulations. That was a lot of fun to watch.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sharn.
Thank you.
Sharn Hayward. Trisha Brown is the head coach of the Stonehill women's basketball team. Great win tonight. When you look at the statistical sheet when it's handed to you and the game's over, what do you look at first?
Well, we looked at 2 things. The 2 things that we knew we had to do to win the game tonight. We had to take care of the ball, and that has not been a strength of ours. And I said to them, if we have under 14 turnovers, we're going to win the game. And we had 13. And honestly, first half, I thought we did a great job of taking care of the ball. And we got a little sloppy in the second half, but that was a game changer. And then the rebounding effort, we out-rebounded them, and we knew that needed to happen. And again, I don't even think we did a great job to start the second half. I think we gave up 3 O boards in a row, but we settled down, which was great. But, those 2 were the things that we had talked about most in terms of stepping forward after, obviously, a disappointing Brown loss.
When we started that second half and they scored the first 2 buckets, you called a quick timeout. The message was?
Probably can't say it on TV.
The Disney way of what you.
It really was about I think they had some quick O boards, and we just didn't start as strong as we needed to. And in terms of that same discipline, that same defensive urgency, we've got to come out with a different intensity defensively. We looked really tired, and we needed just to be able to catch our breath and say, okay, that's not the start we needed. Let's get back to what we talked about.
Just some numbers to just jump out. Of course, Sharn Hayward with the 7 threes. We talked about how she struggled against Brown, but a shooter's a shooter, and they'll shoot their way out of it.
Yeah, absolutely. And I thought, she didn't force any shots tonight. I think, we ran our stuff. We executed better to get better looks, I thought, definitely for her. But, her ready on the catch tonight was awesome. And that's the type of scorer she can be. So, and, that's a difference maker for us. When she's hitting shots like that, everybody else kind of takes a deep breath. But we had great, you got to talk about Kylie Swider, although, we got to get her some more touches in better places. But, 13 rebounds.
Yep.
And she played great D on their post player, who we had talked about, had a pretty strong tendency of which way she wanted to turn in the post. And Kylie played it perfectly. And that really threw that big kid off early, I thought. So, just understanding everybody's role tonight was really important.
I think Kara mentioned during the broadcast, too, that she thought Brooke Paquette was as good as she's been since she's been here.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I think she played with so much more poise in the first half, and really, even her attack in transition was under control. She made some great drop down passes as she attacked, and she's that position as the point guard, getting pressured for 40 minutes is really hard, but she's getting more and more comfortable with it, and I think you saw that tonight, which was great.
So it's 3 on the road now.
It is.
Before you get back here again.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of running around. I know they just played their 5th game in 10 days. You go to Ryder, to Northeastern, and then to Merkert. So that's a lot of running around.
Yeah, but I like our matchups down at Ryder and even Northeastern, being a relatively local game. I like it just to continue to build in this non-conference. This was a really important win for us, and honestly, we had talked about we just got to compete better. And if we didn't come out with the win, if we had competed the same way and had a close game, I would have been just as happy, because we've got that maturity piece and how to handle runs, and I thought we did a much better job, and Brooke and Sharn, I think, controlled that really well tonight.
And congratulations on giving Sharn 5 minutes off. She only played 35 minutes.
I know.
She'd probably come back out and do
listen,
some
both
shooting.
of them. Yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
34 minutes.
No, I know we talked about that earlier in the season, that they'll get their minutes when you can find some people who can give them a blow here and there, and you're able to do that.
And again, I think Shira, there's such great athleticism in Shira, and she just has to understand how to use it. Really, it comes down to how to use her athleticism a little bit smarter. She nobody works harder. She plays hard when she's out there. She just has to get a little bit smarter about how she's doing. And Sydney McLaughlin coming off the bench, I thought, gave us great minutes. And I think, she's a kid that she just is so fundamentally sound and solid, and is going to do the right things. That's what we need in those spaces where we can give maybe Brooke and Sharn a rest.
And Shira Elk is 24 minutes played, no turnovers.
Exactly, and that's such a difference to what we've been seeing. So she did a nice job.
All right, well, we'll let you go. Merry Christmas. We won't see you until after the holiday.
I know, that is so sad.
Safe travels.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, nice job on being Santa, I guess, during on campus recently.
Santa, oh, sure. Yeah,
there was a rumor you were coming out in the second half with the Santa outfit.
Listen, I got the suit, and I'm available for hire or donation to the women's basketball program, and I will show up at your Christmas party.
I'm going to let you go talk to Linda Cinnamano.
All right.
Best coach
Take
in
care.
any season. Right here.
I know that. You're absolutely right. All right.
The rest of the way.
Thank you.
All right.
Not many great competitors
Take a quick
like